Good morning. Welcome to day 5. Rise and shine, day 5 of the Quick Body Reset Challenge. Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to do this? If you are joining in today for the first time on the challenge, welcome in. Note that we're on day 5. We're on day 5, and this is the 5th morning of the Quick Body Reset Challenge. Each morning we've been doing some quick things that you could do throughout the day to help change your state, ultimately plan your plate, learn about nutrition and fat loss and how that can improve your health. And then we've been doing a move of the day, and then I've been answering questions. And then each night, and we'll do it again tonight, at 4 o'clock Pacific, which is 7 o'clock East Coast time, we've been doing a live masterclass where we go deeper on this. And the good news is I've recorded all of these for you, so they all are in this group, and we've also been emailing them to you, so you can go back and look at them at any time. If you've missed one, go back and do it, and you can also stack them, and you can change the days around if you want. So like if you loved Monday's challenge, you feel free to do that again and repeat them. Okay, so happy Friday. All right, who's ready for today? Who's ready for today? All right, so just like the other days, I've got something for the mindset, and I've got something then for the nutrition, and then we're gonna get into the move of the day. And this move of the day today was tough coming up with what I wanted to do. I was like, what is the final move I wanna show them? So based on questions, I decided what we're gonna do. So first and foremost, day 1 of the challenge, and before you even came into the challenge, many of you heard me say that my slogan, what I teach, what I preach, what I love, what I live, is excuses or solutions, you decide. And I want to explain a little bit more about that. So everybody gets to have excuses. I have them, you have them, we all have the human tendency to come up with excuses. It's what we do with the excuse that dictates our future. For instance, if we are having excuses about something and we go and tell everybody our excuses and people validate them, they say, you're right, that sucks, me too, my friend, this happened there. What happens is we just give it more fuel. We give the flame more fuel, and that excuse becomes a reality for us. It becomes a false assumed truth. So when we have excuses, which we all do, that can be aches and pains, it could be resources, it could be time, it could be a whole million things. When we live into that excuse and we share that excuse and we get validation for the excuse, we make it have life, because what you focus on expands. Now, solution doesn't mean the excuse, the problem, the issue is completely gone. It means you're choosing not to give that fuel, and you're looking for another way. You're looking for another way in, and that other way might not be a comfortable way. It might not be something you've done before. It might not be something that friends or other people would understand. But that solution gives you hope. The second we validate excuses, we take away all hope of going from here to here. We stop you. It's called a self-imposed stop when we live in that excuse. So what you have going on might be very real to you, but you can choose if you're going to validate it and give it fuel, or you're going to find a solution to break free of it. That's all the time. And just to know that those excuses, they're heavy. They come back hard. Come back to me all the time. They come back to you. They come back. It's a choice to live in that I'm going to look for a solution. So the first thing I want to ask you to do, if you're on here right now live, I want you to choose right now, do you want to live in the excuse or do you want to live in the solution? And I want you to write that, type it. Say, I want to live in the solution. And I want you to type it out, because by typing it, it's going to help stick with you. And I want you to start to assignment number 1 throughout the day today. Assignment number 1 throughout the day, and I actually have 2 for state today, is everything that comes your way, I want you to start asking yourself, am I living in the excuse and the story, or am I looking for a solution? Now, how do you look for a solution? Sometimes we can't find a solution in our own head, right? Because the same places that we got to right now is a result of all of our past behaviors and patterns and beliefs and stories and all of that. So if we stay living in our head, it's very challenging sometimes to find a solution. So that's when outside mentors, outside help, outside guidance, other people that can hold you high and help you find solutions, that's where it gets really, really critical. So choose it. Just like we declared and decided on day 1, choose, I am living in the solutions, and catch yourself starting today when an excuse comes up, notice that in the immediate, that comfort zone is to validate that excuse and have somebody else validate it for you. It's human tendency. It's natural. We want to call a friend. We want to call a family member. We want to call somebody and vent about our excuse and have them say, you're right. And if we're not calling a friend or family member, we're going on Google. Who knows that? We're going Google. That you're like typing in your ailment or your reason, and you want to find validation and support that it's like there. So what I'm going to challenge you to today is, what does the solution look like? What are we not asking? Who are we not going to? Where are we not stretching ourselves? Where are we not turning ourselves inside out? Where are we not reading, listening, going to the right place to look for that solution? That's what I want you to look for today. That's assignment number 1. I love this. I want to live in the solution. All of you writing it. I love it. So get it in your body. It's not more than typing it. I wanted you to type it to get it to start, but remember that today. You're living in the solution. The other question I want you to start asking yourself is, who do I need to be? So we talked yesterday about vision, about where we're going, what we want for ourselves. Who do you need to be to make that a reality? So for instance, and I'm going to take fat loss because that's a reason a lot of you are here. If you're not happy with your weight or your body and you want to have it be a different way, you're looking to improve your health, get in shape, who do you need to be today? Start with today, then let's look at every day. Who do you need to be today to step in that person? Because you can't be the same person that you've been to get to right here, right now. So the question is, who do you need to be? What is that to you? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What decisions are you making? Who are you talking to? Who are you letting in your world? What decisions are you making? Who do you need to be? Ask yourself that all the time. I know for me, especially with business, with my life, even outside of fitness and nutrition, like when I think of where I want to go, where I want to stretch myself, what my goals are, I'm not saying to myself, okay, right now as Natalie Jill, where I am right now today, I got to do these things. I'm saying, who do I need to be? And I'm visualizing who I am in that future, or somebody that represents that, or somebody I look up to. And I think to myself, what would that person do? What would she say? How would she answer this? What decision would she make? How would she spend her time today? Would she hit snooze 10 times? Would she waste her time here? Would she say no to this? Would she say yes to that? So who do you need to be? And if you know that, if you know who you need to be, write it for me right now so I know. I love it, Shelly. I need to be an active girl who makes healthy choices. I love that. Yes, and you need to be someone who looks at the solutions and puts yourself first, makes a decision. Now, and I want to explain this, put yourself first. We all know the analogy on an airplane about putting your oxygen mask on first before helping others. This is so real and so true. When you give and give and give, which is a great thing, but you're not ever taking care of yourself, you run out of steam, you run out of oxygen, you run out of the positive vibes, you run out of everything, and then there's not a lot left to give. So think about that. What's at risk if you don't fix that? What's at risk if you don't make this stuff stick? What's at risk if you don't start putting yourself first? What's at risk if you don't start asking yourself that question, who do I need to be? What that means is asking yourself constantly, what's at risk with that? And then looking at that other side that you're finding solutions and you're asking yourself, who do I need to be? So my questions for you today, the first part of this challenge today is, are you living in the solution? And who do you need to be? And what decisions, what choices can you make from that person? That's step 1. Okay, got it? Clear? Any questions about that? How you feeling about that? Let me know. Talk to me. I'm going to go into nutrition in a second. At the end of this, I'm going to dive in also to the opportunity about full body reset, because I know there's a lot of questions there. I do want to share that in full body reset, what happens is you've got 42 days with me, so this fully sticks because you can't escape it. And so you become this person that starts living in the solution, and you start looking at things through a different set of lenses. So it sticks. It sticks because when you change your thoughts and actions, you become a totally different person, right? A better version of yourself. Okay, so let's talk about food right now. So far, you have learned about unprocessing your diet. We've gone a small level on it. What you don't know yet is fully the why behind the unprocessed diet. That's something I do go into a lot more detail in Full Body Reset. And the reason I do that is you can get little gems from me throughout this week or online or whatever, and you can follow meal plan, all that. But what makes something truly stick is when you understand why. Like when you understand why sugar does certain things to you, when you understand what artificial causes in your body, when you understand why certain things do certain things to your body, when you can fully understand it in a simplified, easy way. Like I'm not sending you back to school, I'm not bombarding you with heavy research. But when you can get it in simple chunks and you can really understand it, and it's spaced over 42 days, you start to live it and your decisions start to shift because you really understand things. You really understand things. I remember when I was 12 years old, I read a book about soda. I don't random. Like I think that most 12-year-old kids, if they've had soda, they like soda. But I read a book. I remember it specific. I think it was like Brooke Shields. She was like the thing when I was a teenager or a preteen. And I remember reading her book that she doesn't drink soda. And I remember researching it. I don't know what I researched then. I guess in encyclopedia. Who knows? Because there wasn't Google then. But I remember researching soda and learning what it does to your teeth, to your body. And I made a decision to never have soda again. And I literally never had soda again because what I learned in bite-sized chunks about it. So what I do in Full Body Reset is go deeper on those topics so that those things stick, so that you understand it. The reason sometimes people repeat Full Body Reset or want to go back is they know that power. They know that power of living in it and having it stick. Okay, so today, advancing on nutrition a little bit for you. We discussed unprocessing your diet. We discussed how to balance meals and portions. If you've missed any of this, by the way, all the videos are on this page here. You can scroll down and find them all. We talked about the issue with hydration and how that can cause fatigue, cravings, hunger, bloat if we're not hydrated enough. So we've covered that, so hopefully you've been adding water. We've covered the power of vegetables and why we want to add in mass amounts of them to get those phytonutrients and why those are unlimited. Today, a little shift on food, and I want you to try this today. I don't want you to try this today, I want you to commit to this today. I've told you before that no foods are off limits on my plans. Like we focus on adding versus taking away. So here's what I want you to do, because I'm on a question kick today on the questions you're gonna ask yourself. As you eat today, everything you eat, whether it's broccoli or a candy bar, everything you eat today, I want you asking yourself the question, what is this food right now doing for me? This is powerful, you guys. This might sound hokey, but it is so powerful. When you look at food and you're about to eat it, I want you to say, what is this food doing for me? If it's a vegetable or it's fruit or it's a nut or it's a seed, it is giving you nutrients. It's giving you vitamins and nutrients to fuel you, to help you focus, to help you have great skin, to help you have great clarity, to help you create fat loss, to help keep your insulin stable so you can burn fat. It's doing all of that. And if you were to eat a candy bar or donut, what would that be doing for you? What that would be doing for you is giving you a temporary satisfaction, and it would be adding weight, fat, pounds, clogged arteries to us. This is powerful. Ask yourself, what is this food doing for me? Is it long-term fueling me, keeping me stable, or is this harming me? And I want you to ask yourself that everything you eat today. What is it doing for me? And in that idea of we're adding in more of the good, the more of the good you're adding in, the less room there is for the bad. So nothing's off limits, but are you drowning out the bad with these good things? Because I want you to ask yourself, what is this doing for me? And what you're gonna see is a theme of what you wanna grab. So many times we wanna grab things to help in the moment. Like we're stressed, we are having a craving in the moment, we just want it. Like, what is that doing for you? Because I promise you, I know that you know this, those instant gratification foods, they truly only make you feel good for the minute you're eating it. And then you feel guilty about it, right? Who knows that story? Like you eat it, it feels good in the moment, and then you feel guilty about it. Then you feel guilty about it. So nothing's off limits, but start having attention on your food and what it's doing for you. That's your food assignment for today. And then I want to know from you, like, let me know today in the challenge, like, did this shift you? What did this do for you? Did this make you think different things? What is it doing for you? Okay, you guys ready for the exercise move for today? Okay, I'm gonna have you take a vote right now, because like we're gonna do a little quick vote. Do you want something? Type it in here. Inner thighs, or do you want arms? So type it in here right now. I'm gonna give you a second just so I know what's happening. Arms or inner thighs? Because I'm having a hard time here deciding which one I want to show you today. Let's see. I gotta give it a second. I'm gonna read some of the questions while you're doing it. I'm loving the unprocessed food this week. I crave sweets at night. Yep, but you have decaf tea. What if I would like something here and there that's a good choice? Yeah, so Julia, great question. So yeah, first of all, I don't want you to never have things again. So you make a good choice. So like for instance, if I'm having ice cream, like we're all human, you know, if I want ice cream, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick the most natural version of it I can get. So I'm gonna read ingredients and stick to my unprocessed rule. When we start trying to fake things out, like I'm gonna get the fake-free, sugar-free thing, that's when we create issues because your body thinks it's getting the calories and it's not, so you're gonna keep on creating it. So it's about looking at, you know, can I have the best thing? And the bottom line is when you have the real thing, a little bit of it, that's usually enough. When we eat the fake stuff is when we tend to overeat it. For me personally, the ice cream that I like, if I'm gonna have the real thing, fine, but I try to not have a lot of dairy, so I usually do a coconut ice cream, and I just have a small amount, full fat. I am a fan of the full fat. Okay, let's see, what are we at? Inner thighs, inner thighs, inner thighs. Inner thighs, really abs, but that's not a choice. Andrea, I'll include abs in this one, so everything includes abs. I thought it would be core. That's okay, Sharon, we can get that in there. Are you, let's see, inner thighs, both, let's see, both, please, inner thighs. Uh-oh, we might have to do both. Okay, I might have to show you a combination. How about I show you a combination move that is mostly inner thighs, but it works arms and core. Does that sound good? All right, because I have something I'm gonna do. All right, let's get this going. Let's see, let's turn you around here. Okay, let's see. Set this up so you can see me. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it like on my inner thighs in a way so you can really see this. So can you see me okay? Okay, I'm gonna tilt it down so you can see my feet in just a minute. Okay, what we're gonna do is you're basically gonna stand up and you're gonna stand shoulder width distance apart with your feet. So let me show you my feet first. So here they are like this, see? Just like this, okay? That's how we're standing. Now I'm gonna show you the inner thigh part first, and then I'm gonna add some arms in. So here's the deal. When you're standing with what I'm gonna show you, the whole time I want you to think of shoulders back, ribs down, but shoulders back. So ribs down, shoulders back, core, your abs tight, glutes tight. So that looks like this. Shoulders back, ribs down, core tight, standing here. Got it? Okay, that's step one. Now I'm gonna show you the inner thigh part, and then I'm gonna add arms into the mix. Now because you're holding your ribs down and your core tight, you are working your abs and your core while we're doing this. So I tricked you a little bit there because with all my exercises, you're really doing that. So here we are here. Okay, I'm gonna show you here and then I'm gonna bring it down to my feet. What we're doing is we're literally squatting down here and up, and as you come up, you're squeezing. So down and up, down and up. And I'm gonna turn the camera down on my feet so you can see what I'm doing here. But we're here, okay? Down, squeeze, down, squeeze. Okay, here's what I'm adding on to this, because you're not done with just that. We're gonna pace it different. I'm gonna show you some variations because remember, we're doing 5 minutes of this stuff, so I'm gonna pace it. So I'm gonna show you what this looks like, and you can do any mix of any of this, and I'm gonna add in the arms. So here we are. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. Turn it down. So here's 1, all the way down. 2 is little pulses. 3, holding it. Now this is challenging, I'm just warning you. You're gonna hold it. You're gonna feel this within like 5 seconds. Okay, level 3, moving. What? Just like that. Look, oh, that hurt. I just did that for like 10 seconds and I felt it. So you're gonna feel that really early on, okay? You're gonna feel that. So we're gonna add in arms next. We're gonna add in arms. So while you're doing that, let me show you a few things you can add in with your arms. Now, if you want just inner thighs, just focus on that. Just focus on that. If you want to add in arms, what we're gonna do while we're doing it, let me put it up this way. So while you're doing the thighs, your arms here, we're curling right like that. Now here's the key with curling, you're not just curling air, you are gonna create tension, and when you try it, you can try it right now while you're watching me if you're not even doing it yet. Just squeeze your arm like a bicep curl. See, your body doesn't know if you're actually holding a weight or you're holding air, as long as you're creating that tension. So hold the tension up and down. That's arms. Up and down. That's the front of your arms. Bicep. The back of your arms. Here. 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 So while you're squatting, here. And you are squeezing it. That inner thigh move right now could be a total body workout. It's killer. I saved my best for last, you guys. I saved my best for last. That one is going to be killer for you. Killer for you. So, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now, what I would do is vary it up. Try one of the moves like you're down and up. Try it where you're pulsing. Try it where you're moving. And then add in the arms and try it. Actually, I can't, look at me, I just caught myself. Not try it, commit to it. Do it. Who's in? Who's in? Are you gonna do it today? Okay, let's just make sure how many questions. Okay, got it. All right, so you got your challenge for today. You are asking excuses or solutions. You're asking who do I need to be? On the food, what is this doing for me? You've got your sumo squats with arms. And you're gonna have a great day. Okay, so what else? What else? A couple quick announcements. Tonight, 4 o'clock Pacific, which is 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 East Coast time, doing the final live masterclass. So make sure you jump on. Same Zoom number. It's also pinned to the top of this page on the timeline photo, the cover photo. You can see the dial-in information. Love to have you on. Full Body Reset opened up yesterday for enrollment. I want to be really clear about a couple things on it. We are cutting off enrollment at a certain amount of people. I cannot have more than a certain number of people, otherwise it'll get too hard to manage and really cater to everybody, and we give people a lot of attention. So if you are looking at Full Body Reset, make a decision. Remember, excuses or solutions. And who do you need to be? Make a decision from the future self of you. Decide to do it, enroll in it. Plus, if you all enroll before next week, there's a free additional masterclass I'm doing pre-Full Body Reset starting, which means I would be doing a masterclass again next week for those that enrolled before we start Full Body Reset, which is gonna be a whole nother level. That'll be a smaller group because it's gonna be people that are new jumped in. So we can get a jump start on it. So it's 42 days with me. If you have any questions about Full Body Reset, please let me know, but let me just paint a picture of what this looks like. If you've liked this challenge, this is a very small, this challenge is a very small part of what you would get from Full Body Reset. I have really put a lot into Full Body Reset to make it simple, easy, fun, bite-sized chunks for you. And listen, you guys, I did this really with the busy woman in mind, just to be clear, because I get it. I did it with a busy woman in mind. So it's not one of those things where you're going to get overwhelmed with all this stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel behind. That's not what's going to happen. You're going to get bite-sized chunks that are simple and easy to understand, and then you're going to have support where you need it. So the way it works is once you join the Full Body Reset, you'll get an instant login, and you'll see it'll be a membership site that's really organized and easy to follow. You'll jump in, and the first thing you'll see is called Prep Week, and start here. And the first week of Full Body Reset, on the 8th, we go through Prep Week together. That week is when we officially start Prep Week together. However, as you join it, you have access now. So some people love following Prep Week for a few weeks. Just following Prep Week alone gets you results. That's what's crazy. So you have instant access to that. We have several bonuses that we put in Full Body Reset, and we add them as the weeks go on. So, and we drip the content to you, so you're not getting all of it at once. So we really look at bite-sized chunks. So like when you get on Full Body Reset, you don't see the whole program. You see the chunks that we want you to see initially. You also get a private Facebook coaching group, which is a little bit different than this one. It's structured similar. However, the whole goal in that group is to give you full support and answer every single question you have. That's our whole theme in that group. And there's additional materials we'll throw in that group, but you get like that daily motivation support system there. You don't have to check into the group, but people end up loving the group. We also do a weekly live masterclass in the group, following along with the video modules and everything you're learning. Now, Some people are like, well, I would love to do it, but I'm traveling, or I can't be on the whole month of April, or that doesn't matter. That's totally fine. Basically, you get lifetime access when you get full body reset, so you can go back and access the videos, the materials at any time. You can totally go at your own pace. The only thing that's on a time sensitive regimen is my weekly calls, but we record them all for you. So you could binge watch them at one time, you can watch them later. So it's seriously no big deal. But I want you to get in on the live version so you have those extra resources, so you have those bonuses, so you have all those extra materials. So jump on, decide, make a decision. I would not feel good about myself if I told you just to do this challenge and stop. So I'm standing for what I see possible for you. Full body reset works. It gets results. And I guarantee it. I guarantee it so much that if you do full body reset, you do the program, you do the assignments, you show up, you make it happen, you do it, and you don't get results, I do refund it for you. Now, if you just purchase it and you don't do anything with it, that's a different story. I can't help you with that. But if you actually do it and you do the activities in there and the assignments and you don't get results, that's a different story. And I don't deserve to get paid if that's what happens. So I do a action takers guarantee with that. So I've never had anyone not get results after doing it all. So that's can get rid of any thought you might have about, I've tried things before and they don't work. This works if you do it. It's all a decision that you make. If you are in, let me know. Let's see, can you have resources forever? Yes, you can, Rianne, when you join it. Amy, thank you. Amy says, FBR is amazing. Don't think about it, just do it. Yes. Usually what people say, look, hi, Kathy. I see a lot of people. You can read the comments, you guys. So I will share that this is what you can expect if you do full body reset. Not only do you change your cravings and your education around food and bloat and hunger, and you lose the fat and the weight, you start to up-level your whole life. Like, big life changes typically happen because of full body reset. People change careers, they start a business, they change their relationship status. Like, big things happen because breakthroughs happen through full body reset. You can't help it. You can't help it because you learn not just what you're eating, you learn what's eating you, as my husband always says, and you go deep. I shared last night on the live masterclass that this challenge, it's like taking an Uber to the airport, right? We get to the airport. But I want you going on an airplane to Hawaii. Like, I want you going the distance. And that's what FBR is. It gets you there so you can have these big breakthroughs and these big changes. Michelle, amazing. I signed up yesterday. I love it. I love it. I'm in, Shireen. Oh, that's so awesome, you guys. So awesome. Thanks, Lisa, Stephanie, your courage. Guys, there's a huge support system there. You know, there's an importance of tribe that you're starting to realize when you surround yourself with others on that same mission with the same goals, and you have a power team behind you of encouragement, big things start to happen. All right, guys, happy Friday. Have a great day. Hope to see you tonight on the masterclass. Make it a great Friday. Bye.